So yay, Cinnamon got a piano. Oh,
準備はいい
I mean now already. Hey, yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to NEKOPARA or Neko Paradise Volume 3. So in the previous episode, we've been to a second dawn scene with Azuki and Coconut. And however, I checked the animation being cut off, and yeah, at that time I was confused, and I took some second thinking about way. Is that being noticed as the animation being cut off? And I actually check on social medias, not actually checking what happens next because I don't want any spoilers. So far, what I only know is I been through the first dawn scene and the second dawn scenes. And the second dawn scene, I decided that I'm not gonna show you that the aftermath of what they did to the dawn scenes because they don't wear anything. They don't wear anything, even though we cannot see the actual adorned things in their body. I mean, yeah, but I think it's still for the best because I think that it it will be safe for youngsters, so it will be safe for people who are under 18 years old, even though that yeah, it's the age animation being cut off, but sometimes yeah. In volume 0 and volume extra of NEKOPARA or NEKO Paradise is being rated 15G, so what if that seems will be also rated 15G as well, even though the H animation being cut off? So yeah, in the previous episode we've been red beans and coconuts, Azuki and coconut, and yeah, we've been through the dawn scenes, and after the recording I checked if the aftermath being the H animation or not, and it was no, and I still had to censor that because you know to reduce the risk of getting the social medias get mad at me. And talking about the social medias, I want to give you guys a disclaimers again. In the volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4 of NEKOPARA or NEKO Paradise, it's been rated 18G, so please be prepared for yourselves before you playing the games like that, or else I really don't want anyone of you guys and girls being humiliated or getting busted by your relatives or your I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you don't want that, right? And also, yeah, really wish the load or the save menus could be longer. I mean, come on, you already give me a lot of pages, so you really need to make the save or load menu to be longer so we can read the titles of the section. So yeah, this episode maybe will be interesting because the BFF, we are going back to these two characters, Cinnamon and Maple. So let's see. Of course, I like to load. Come on. Honestly, I would appreciate you guys and girls haven't spoiled me. Yeah, I appreciate you guys and girls haven't spoiled anything of what happened next. I mean, I did said that in most of the previous episode, even though in the previous episode about Asuka and Coconut, I feel like embarrassing and I mean the hardcore is getting more and more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still happy that you game developers wind down the line of the adult scenes, but at the same time disappointed because there's a lot of questions I really want to ask because we still want to know more about Azuki's and Coconut's story because I don't know what happened back when Azuki got adopted by Shigure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And I did talk about Volume 2 with the game could be better. It's a good game, but it could have been better. And yeah, that volume gives me emotional support, but still, I'm a little bit disappointed because the game could be been longer. So in this volume 3, I have a good feeling about this because they put Azuki and coconuts a little bit there, which means what I think that the games this time, this time, could be longer. So we're going back to the music shop. Wow.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。歌唱さん。
Thank you so much, Gasho-san. What for?
いいんですか？本当にいいんですか？こんな幸せ。
Wait, Cinnamon, since when you know how to play the piano? Oh my god. Really, can I really be this happy?
ちょっとおっぱいが売りなだけのメス猫にこんなのいいですか？
Also, Cinnamon, you're in the middle of the public here, so calm down, okay? I know just a girl who sells her things, so can I really? That has nothing to do with it. And don't say that, we in public. Yeah, I said the same thing. Be back to the music store where Maple bought the guitar. Cinnamon is screaming while holding a keyboard. Tears of delight in her eyes. Tears of joy.
店員さん、初心者にはあちらがおすすめなのでしょうか？
Is this what you would recommend for beginners? Yeah, I mean most people who are just new to music industry just start with pianos in both male and female because it's easier for people to learn the A B C D E F or Do Re Mi Fa Sol by the keyboard. Unlike the guitar like it's only have a few wires and you just have to memorize that by using the finger with the I mean it's harder, so yeah, it works the same thing for the flute or saxophone, like you have to memorize which one is the ABCD.
はい。軽くて持ち運びもしやすいですし、すぐに使える音色も多く入ってますから。
Yes, it's nice, which makes it easy to carry around, and it has a lot of sounds programmed into it. That's true. I mean, what Cinnamon use can be the electric keyboard.
値段も手頃ですし、初心者用のセットもついていますので、おすすめですね。
It's also affordable. I recommend this for every beginner.
なるほど。それならば良さそうですね。
I say that does sound like a deal.
そうね。あのセットなかなか役に立つし。
Yeah, that's the shit comes in handy. We'll take it. As a shopkeeper for a bill.
私は体くらいでしか返せないですけど。
I know I can only use my body to repay you.
私のおっぱいでよければ、マカラって呼んでください。
Oi, Cinnamon, you're getting awkward. I mean, Cinnamon, you should remember about that, kids. I mean, you don't want children to see that, right? So please feel free to go the pillows.
いっそのこと、油性ペンで歌唱専用枕って書いてもいいです。
Well, yeah, you can even write your son's personal pillows on them with magic markers. No, I won't be able to sleep. Yeah. Honestly, you make it harder to sleep. I mean, come on. When you already experience when you sleep at school, and there's unfortunately you have to sleep next to a person who has different genders, and then it's getting awkward, man. And also in the previous episode about the adult scene, I went on social media to check the H animations. It doesn't show the thumbnails on which part. It just only showing the random thumbnails, which doesn't actually spoil anything. I mean, obviously the intention to not to make a thumbnail that is spoilers to the gamers who actually trying to edit the videos and try to knows about the censorship. I mean, that's really nice of them, and honestly, I also appreciate you guys and girls so far don't spoil to me yet, and obviously I don't want any one of you guys and girls to do that because I want to experience blind gameplay. And yeah, I won't be able to.
そんなことないですよ。それはちょっと失礼です。
That's not true, how rude.
一回使ってみてから言ってくださいよ。
You can only say that once you try it.
姉ちゃん、私のおっぱい大好きですもん。
That is because Maple is female and I am male, so I don't think that you want that. I just loves my opai.
シナモン、変な言いがかりやめてくれる？
Cinnamon, can you just not say these weird
な
things?
んなら、お試しで触ってもいいんですよ。
You can touch that, you can feel for them. Sorry, I'm male here. No, okay.
ちょっと変な声が出ちゃうのはオプションってことで。
I even have no shame where I start making weird noises. Look, just calm down. Public guide. Try dancing the flames of cinema's excitement. Set the bills and quickly exit the store. Yeah, just this is embarrassing.
ありがとうございます。本当に大事にしますから。
Thank you so much, I'll take good care of it.
これで一緒に練習できるわね。
Now we can practice together.
すっごく嬉しい。
Yes, I'm so happy. She clutches the new light about her keyboard to her chest. She making cooing sounds and rubbing her cheek against it in a clear expression of joy. Also, really wish that the games can show auroras to. I mean, even when in the middle of the conversations, they did that, but it's actually a still image, so it's still like making an effect that I really like, but they already make like the hearts on the missing note, flying emotes like that. They keep going, but if they are adding the aura, like the effect, even though that these two or more characters are in the middle of the conversation, that would be cool though. She made a quick sound rubbing a chin against the position. Are you sure about this? Not a guitar like Maple. It's not a guitar like Maple. I mean, sure, I mean, if you were playing to set to the band, I mean, to play different instrument, right? I mean, you also can be a guitar too, but I mean, you can play a different types of guitar. Like what Maple play is just a simple guitar, but I think cinemas can be filled with bass guitar too, you know. But also about Maple guitars, I think she should get better than that, because as I said before, what if the wires of the guitars got rusty and the music speed sounds off? That's when you have to spend time wasting money for every month to replace the wires. I mean, even though you can replace by yourself, but you still have to buy accessories as well. I mean, come on.
はい、すごく悩んだんですけど、
Yes, I put a lot of thought into
姉
this.
ちゃんはあくまで歌の練習のためにギターの練習をしてるだけじゃないですか。
But Mei-chan is practicing guitar so she can sing.
だったら、そのめいちゃんの後ろで弾ける楽器ってなんだろうって思いまして。
So I was wondering what instrument would be appropriate to play in the background.
私はめいちゃんのことを支えられたらいいなって思ったんです。
It'd be nice if I still support Mei-chan. She says why not, then no choice of global and smile. I think it's a good idea, Cinnamon.
いろいろとありがとうございます。
Why? Thank you.
歌唱さんが買ってくれたこのキーボード、すっごく大事にしますから。
I'll be sure to take very, very good care of the keyboard you got me. She hugs the keyboard tight to show how important it is to her. Even in the middle of the street.
ほんと、そんな理由でキーボードなんてね。
Honestly, that's the reason you got a keyboard. I mean, Maple. Even though you don't know how to play a piano, or maybe you know but in Nepal I don't know. Maybe you want to teach Cinnamons. I mean, I don't know Cinnamon even start with the keyboard as well. I mean, I watched NEKOPARA in TV series that only mention the Maples play music, but not Cinnamons. Like Cinnamon is like more like the manager or the supporters to Maples. I mean, yeah, because before that, I don't think Cinnamons even play music at all. But now I know. Hopefully, Cinnamons will, you know, I mean, like Maples, from the beginners to get used to it.
そんな理由なんてことないよ。
One other reason why I have
私、めいちゃんの歌が好きなんだもん。
is I like your singing, Mei-chan. So don't ruin it, okay? I mean, you also have jobs to be music instruments now, playing pianos. So don't ruin it.
それに違う楽器の方が面白いかなって思ったし。
You seem more interesting than other instruments. I mean, yeah, you can back up for Maples. I mean, Maples can be a vocalist and play guitar at the same time, but it doesn't mean that she can do that alone all the time. I mean, she needs other instruments as well, so that's when she needs a pianist like you, Cinnamon. The two share a friendly green. I can't help but smile at how precious they look.
シナモンも本当に嬉しそうですね。
Cinnamon looks very pleased.
初めて外国製の高級下着を買ってあげた時以上に嬉しそうで、微笑ましいです。
Okay. She's much more excited than the time we got her imported thing. She's so precious. I see. I don't know full scale comparison. Cinnamon is very particular about her things. Sure, she would have been ecstatic. Still, I'm glad this thing made her happiest. So I'll leave that.
でも本当にいいのですか、兄様。
But are you sure, Nisama?
また兄様のお言葉に甘えてしまっても。
When they are taking you on your offer again, don't worry, he can do much more about what he did to Azuki in Volume 2.
なんなら別に私がプレゼントしてもいいのですが。
Wouldn't have minded giving this to her as a present for myself. It's okay, Cinnamon beans a lot of help at the store. This is really no big deal. Besides, I was the one brought up. It's only appropriate that a present came to me.
兄様。
Nisama.
では、お言葉に甘えさせていただきましょうか。
Yeah, so thank you upon your offer.
兄様は本当に身内には甘いですね。
This is so on your family.
妹心にビンビン来てしまいます。
And that's when you lost the Shigure. The little sister in some is delighted. Shigure holds her face in her hand while rippling her body with her face tone. I mean, as usual, I don't know what my sister is thinking of. She's happy though, and that's what counts. With her weird freaking face.
これから毎日一緒に練習しようね、めいちゃん。
You're going to practice every day from now, Mei-chan? Hope so. I mean, for beginners, even start off with piano is not easy, okay? I mean, I started with piano before, but I quit playing piano for a reason. I only play with right hand. I mean, most people who are new to music industry or pianos, like mostly people only learn the right hand, and then left hand is just leave behind, and it's like a habit. I mean, when I'm playing the piano in the past, my left hand is really hard to control. So I get so much used to the right hand, and I only play piano with the right hand. And I mean, I'm come to the point that I cannot even play piano with my left hand ever. So that's the reason why I don't touch the piano again. So yeah. And I also don't get used to the ABC also, and I only get used to the do re mi fa sol things. So yeah. The last time playing piano it was when I'm in college in Seattle, USA. and that's also the first time when I learned about the ABCD in music industry. But afterward, I'm quit playing piano anyway. So yeah, my left hand is it just comes to a point that it cannot even play the piano. So oof for that. I mean, don't ask me about my piano skills. My piano skills is like the new beginners to the point that I cannot even play anything at all.
そうね。一人より楽しそうだし。
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more fun than playing by myself.
でも、途中で投げ出したりしたら本気で怒るからね。
I'm going to be really mad if you ditch me in the middle of it. Alright?
そんなことするわけないでしょ。
Oh, I would never.
嬉しいなら嬉しいって言えばいいのに。素直じゃないんだから。
Oh, Jesus Christ. You should just tell me when you're happy you're the roundabout. I mean, Coconut ruined me before with... And, I mean, it's not a jump scare. It's just like... she startles me to a point that I accidentally cursing. And, God.
素直とか素直じゃないとか関係ないでしょそれは。
That has nothing to do with me being a roundabout.
嬉しくない？私と一緒じゃ嬉しくない？
So you're not happy? You're not happy when you're with me?
嬉しいわよ、バカ。
Of course I am. バカ。
めいちゃんってば、本当にシナモン殺し
It's just such a cinnamon. I mean, come on. Being in public
う
here.
るさいわね。いいから帰るわよ。もう
Shut up, we're going home.
一回だけ言って。
So I'm gonna just say one more time. One more time. So,
バカ、もう知らない。
バカ, I don't care anymore.
前よりも仲良くなりましたね。あの2匹は。
That you're closer than before. You're closer than before. I laugh along with cigarette, drag the two home, make our way to a station. So yay, Cinnamon got a piano. Oh,
準備はいい？
I mean now already. Are you ready?
大丈夫だと思う。
Yeah, I'm fine. I think. Hopefully.
じゃあ、行くわよ。
Here we go.
1、2、3、4。
1, 2, 3, 4. Which needs some C.
C。
That's C. If you said it near the music term in ABCD, I don't even know what is do re mi fa sol anymore.
G。
C, G,
A マイナー。
A minor. A M, okay. I mean, most of the pianists who are totally new in music industry, they only learn about the white note first, and then they can get the black note later. And God, you get this far. You're having
楽
fun,
しいわ
right?
ね。
This is fun.
これだけのことなのに、すっごく楽しい。
Yeah, this is a lot of fun by itself.
本当に、これだけのことなのにね。
We're not even doing much yet. We're together in our room. Backs to each other, feel each other's warm. Still talking about guitar and keyboard strike the same chord. Oh, that's really nice. They did the same thing back in for Volume 1. They changed the narrator from Gasho to the actual girls, the characters. And now we're going back. It's not Gasho speaking as the narrators. I think it's Maple or Cinnamon. It may be one of them. So, yeah. The sounds in harmony then slowly fade inside the room. Yeah. Have you ever think about changing a wire of the guitar yet? Or maybe... I mean, piano also needs these cranials too. I mean, Luckily for cinema, it's not like a traditional old-fashioned big freaking pianos because you have to clean from the inside or else the music notes gonna feels off. I don't know. Is it not gonna work the same for the beginner keyboard? So yes, sounds sloppy. All guitar keyboards strike the same chord. I mean, yeah, when you set up in the band and at first when you a beginner, you playing as the same music note first, and when you get used to it, that's when your creativity comes in hand. Something harmoniously played inside room alone is enough is to make a scream.
なんか昔を思い出すね。
This reminds me of the old days.
二人で猫ウィッチーズの曲歌ってた時とか。
Like the time we sang Nico Witches is the first volume of NEKOPARA. I don't think using that song would be fit. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they could have used a different song.
そうね。私もちょうど同じこと思ってたわ。
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
私ね、めいちゃんと一緒に歌ってるの好きだったんだ。
Now singing together with you, Mei-chan. Are you sure about this cinnamon? Because so far we only know that Maple being a vocalist and you just start the music instrument. I mean, cinnamon just focus on one thing first, and then when you get used to playing the music instrument, that's when you can have a choice. If you want to set your creativity, want to be a backup singers, or I mean, come on.
知ってるわよ。
I know.
私もシナモンと一緒に歌ってるの好きだったから。
Because I love singing together with you, Cinnamon.
すっごい自信だね。でも嬉しい。
So confident, but I'm glad.
めいちゃんとまたこうやって仲良しになれて本当に嬉しいな。
I'm so happy that we get to do this together, Mei-chan.
大人になってからなんだか距離が空いてたっていうかさ。
It feels like we got more distance once we've grown up. I mean, yeah, it's also a sad thing in real life. The older you get, the lonelier you got. So that's a big yikes. But it doesn't mean that we don't care to each other's, right? I mean, talking about family base. I mean, once there's elderly, and there's the times they live alone, and which is feels sad for them, and it comes to the point that whenever this holiday comes, that we really want to be closer with families more. And honestly, I've been study abroad. I mean, even though I'm already finished studying abroad, but having to live in outside my home countries for a really long times, and honestly, I did talk about this before. Trying to hide away my sadness is not easy, and for me, sometimes I feel smiling off my sadness on social medias, like making videos right now, is I mean, it comes to my habit already, so it may be easy for me, but it doesn't mean like I'm ignore the problem, because every time after the recordings, I'm just always sad. I mean, come on, I did talk about this before. Aside, it doesn't mean that I am in love with someone. It's just basically I'm just in stress in real life, and there's times I homesick as well, and I did talk a lot on this before, and I always having a feeling that I really want to go back to my home countries. I want to go back to Vietnam to meet my relatives. And a lot of people on social medias will be like, "Hey, I just want to go to back in Vietnam, be like offline, just hang out with friends, online friends." I mean, honestly, it's not just that, but I just want to spend more time with my relatives as well. I mean, I know what becomes the most important to me. And honestly, yeah, I can say that my hobbies, the things I love to do is uh, important, but it doesn't mean that it's the most important. The most important things for me is about life, what I do behind the cameras, and especially family. I mean, honestly, no one can achieve the goals on their own. So that's the reason why you need to appreciate the moments when you go outside the house. You cannot be introvert all the times. I mean, I'm just sitting on the computers all day, being introverts, and keep making videos like that at home. It's good for social distancing, but it's just bad for making memories because you got nothing, and you just feel on your own for a long time. It's just sad. So that's the reason why there's offline being needed. There's the reason why vacation are being needed. It's the reason why the meetup with online friends being needed. We make memories together, going outside. It's not just only showing off the skill and playing games in real life, but as well as we really want to hang out somewhere like to chit chat, to talk to each others, like more in depth, not about in games but also in life. And that's the things I really love about meetup, about offline. I mean, even though there's mostly males there, but I mean, we all straight obviously, but having someone to talk to is the best things. I'm not gonna lie. And straight to the fact that yes, it does happen in real life. The grower you get, the lonelier you got, but it doesn't mean that you have the choice to be introvert all the time. That's when you really want to enjoy life more, to go outside. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like being extrovert rather than introvert. I mean, I want to go outside and meet people rather than just staying at home. But yeah, in the development countries, social distancing is there, and lots of people have to work from home. I mean, lots of people getting tired of it. And even though in 2021, I don't know. Someday, I hope that we will be safe to go outside and be able to um, go to school or to work outside again. So yeah,
いつまでも子猫みたいなこと言ってないの。
stop being kidding about it.
お互い、甘えてばっかりはいられないでしょ。
We're not going to be cut off forever.
それでも、私は私。めいちゃんはめいちゃんだよね。
Even though I'm me and Mei-chan, right?
そうね。結局は変わらないわよ。
Yes, me and you.
私も、あんたも。
Yes, me and you. We don't change much.
変わらないなら、
And we haven't changed much.
もっと昔みたいに仲良くしたいなって。
Should be nice if we could get along like we used to.
昔みたいにって？
Like we used to?
昔みたいに、ね、仲良くしたいなって。
Okay, look. Based on the music, it's becoming an anthem music for NEKOPARA's Dawn since now. Why do I have the feeling about this? I was having a feeling like, hey, we're not ready for this. I mean, you still have things to learn on, right? Like we used to, you know, how we used to get along. Hmm?
ちょっと待った。
Wait, now wait just a second.
やめて。本当にやめて。あの頃のことは本当にやめて。
Stop. I'm warning you, stop. Don't remind me.
黒歴史だから。あの頃は、いまいち分かってなかっただけだから。
That is dark history. I didn't know what I was doing.
でも、ちょっとだけ、ダメ？
Can we just for a little bit?
前はチューとかよくしてたのに。
Oh, okay. Just simple as that. Okay. We used to get along so with that we
急に
kiss.
もうしないって言われて寂しかったんだよ。
Then all of a sudden you said you had to stop. I felt lonely. Yeah, because some country doesn't get used to having a same genders to kiss each others and hang out to each others. I mean, we get used to that and it's getting there. But I don't know. It's still the matters of the majorities and minorities. But still, I respect. I mean, when we all as a kid, I mean, we kiss our parents, right? Kiss our elderly, we kiss the family members, right? When we grow older, I mean, not anymore. It's embarrassing.
いや、だから、それは、
No, look, that's
そういうことだって知らずに、ただ気持ちよくて、なんとなくしてたことだから。
I didn't know, but it felt nice, so I just did.
私がエッチになっちゃったの、あれからだったんだよ。
Oh, really? You think that was the day become a thing?
姉ちゃんが急にそういうことはしないって突き放したから。
When you let me hanging all of the sudden. Oh no, what did you do, Cinnamon?
姉ちゃんのせいで、一人でしちゃうようなエッチな猫になっちゃったんだよ。
Became a naughty cat girl who would play by herself.
それは、悪かったって思ってるけど。
Well, I'm sorry, I really am.
ねえ、本当にダメ？
Come on, can we?
ちょっとだけでいいから。
Just a little bit, please.
シナモン。
Are you sure about that? Also, I did talk about the backlog. The backlog could be being like bottom one and bottom two. I mean, they add something, but it's slow. Okay, honestly, it's slow. If you want to go back to this part, I suggest you to not to because how slow it is.
ちょっとだけでいいから。シナモン。そういう言い方、ずるいわよ。
Cinema is not fair when you said it like that.
そんなこと言われたら、断ったら、私が悪者じゃない。
I turned you down as like I'm a bad guy.
それって、いいってこと？
So we can?
いいってわけじゃないけど。
Not saying we can.
シナモンにも、いろいろと迷惑かけちゃったし、寂しい思いさせたのは確かだし。
I know I caused you a lot of trouble and I know you were lonely.
少しだけなら。
So just a little.
その
So it's just a little.
少しだけだから。
Okay, just a little. Oh.
深くだわ。
That was a mistake. I can't believe it. Yeah.
シナモンに流されるなんて。
I can't believe I let Cinnamon lead me on like that. Ugh.
いいじゃない、いいじゃない。
Ah, it's okay. But you could take a shower.
複水盆に帰らずって言うし、前よりももっと仲良くなれたんだから。
What's done is done. The important thing is that we were way closer than ever before.
仲良くなったのかしらね。
Closer. I guess we did get closer.
なんか違うし、納得いかない気がするけど。
Though it doesn't feel quite right to me.
まあ、悔やんでも仕方ないのは確かね。
There's no use regretting it now. We lay sprawled on the veranda while staring at the sunset and lake garden below.
でもだよ、めいちゃん。
But you know what, Mei-chan?
強きっ子が快楽落ちは超萌えだよ、めいちゃん。
Seeing a stronger like you and giving pleasure was super cute.
私、めいちゃんに超萌えちゃったもん。
You sure got me. She did.
今思い出しても、
Just, thinking about it, well, we've been through that. So, Yeah.
思い出すんじゃないわよ、このバカ
To think about it, Baka.
もう絶対にしないからね。このことは他言無用。
You're never doing this again. Not worth this anymore. Are you sure about it? I mean, for the first time, you think like, hey, I mean, we've been deeper in this, so next time, not do that again. Yeah.
誰かに言ったら、金輪際口聞いてあげないからね。
You do, I will never talk to you again.
そんなの嫌だよ。
What? No, don't do that.
絶対に誰にも言わないから。
I never tell anyone.
約束、めいちゃんと私の約束だから。
Promise it's be our secret. Yeah, don't be that girl from the first anime that I watched, showing the love so obviously to the point that people would like, god dang it. You should not reveal a relationship like this because you are family members. That would make sense. I mean, Mabel's still bashful about that, so we all been there, and not many people want to reveal their relationship in public. Most countries really like, hey, we want to show how strong loves are, but some countries will be like, do it on your own. It's not a thing that you should be get angry about, but still, it's really hard, man. Different country, different cultures. As for some people who really want to enjoy their vacation when they like the relationship, and someone out from nowhere stop you from doing that. Good God. Promise this basically.
だからね、
So.
もう一回だけ、どうかな。
About another round. Maybe.
絶
No.
対にし
Of
ない。
course.
絶対に、もう二度としないから。
No, I'm never doing that again.
私、お風呂入ってくるから、
Oh.
入ってこないでよ。
I'm taking fast. Stay out. Okay. Have fun taking a bath and clean for yourself.
一緒に入ろうよ。ピロートークがまだだよ。
We can take one together. We haven't had our pillow talk yet.
だから、そういうこと大声で言うのやめて。本当に。
Seriously, can you not scream that? Oh
今日
God,
も
no.
プルメイとモンシナはうるせえな。
Puma's must in a sorority today. Hopefully not get busted.
キーボード買ってもらってテンション上がってるんだよ、きっと。
Must be excited over that new keyboard. That too, but you the one know what
仲良
happened
きこ
next.
とはいいことですね。ずず。
Friendship is a wonderful thing. Yep, even for male, we want to have a moment together as best buds.
今日もお茶が美味しくて平和ですわ。
Nothing beats a fine cup tea of peaceful day. Despite that happened, a really peaceful day at the Minadoki house. So, in this scenario, Gasho's not there, so I'm thinking who is the narrator right now? The editors knows about it. Come on. Afterward, he knows when he's actually check the videos again, like multiple times, obviously. But for me, he just basically playing the games, blind gameplays, and I have no idea about a lot of things. But it's getting there, game progressing. So, it's nice. Let's just talk about it. But I'm already again.
ネコパラ。
So what was it like, cinnamon? Yeah, I should say so. It's like cinnamon, so I'm just taking back, but I'm already doing that thing. So yeah.
さあみんな、集まって。
Alright, everyone gathers up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna leave it until the next episode. And I think also time for this episode, honestly, because wow, whether a Neko or what, I don't know. Yeah, the safe file and the low file should be longer than that. It should have put longer so I can read what the title of the section. But anyway, wow, God, they already do that thing, and I was like, it's gonna be so weird because you just learn how to do new things, like music instrument, and then you just get into the heat stuff. So I don't think it's a BFF. It's way more beyond than the BFF. My God. I mean, in BMF in real life, we don't get this far. We just only just hang out outside, and to the point that every single day you hang out outside or just playing games together all the times. I mean, it doesn't need to be like daily. It can be like just weekdays or weekends, and it comes to the point that you know each other's pretty well, not just on gamings or on your favorite stuff, but also on real life, on personality as well. So, I mean, for those who wondering, is online friends is a BFF? I would say a yes and a no, because if I say no, that will be so cruel for people who support you for such a long time on social media. But it doesn't mean that they know you pretty well on what you did behind the cameras and your real personalities. And I mean, everyone has such two-sided personalities, right? I mean, people can be happy all the times, and then a lot of people would think, hey, happy all the times is being a daily basis right now. But it doesn't mean like that. There's sadness behind it, and everyone has been through something that they don't want to say it. And I mean, everyone has their privacy, and even there's countries they respect that. They take that is more important thing than ever. But I don't know. Honestly, online friends, is it truly a BFF or not? I don't know. I think it's still being a discussion. It's between yes and a no. I mean, God. Honestly, so far I'm not gonna say who's my favorite girls, favorite characters in and this volume. I mean, at first when it comes to volume 1 and volume 2, when I'm blind playing the games, and I haven't heard any announcement on will there ever be a volume 4 that times. So and that was the time when the hey when the volume 3 done, I'm gonna reveal my favorite characters. However, since when the volume 3's blind gameplay started, that's when I first experienced blind playing the games, and I heard the announcement that hey, there's NEKOPARA's Volume 4, and then there will be new characters. So I don't know. I'm not gonna review that because what if I'm not picking anyone? What if I don't pick the sick characters? What if I don't even pick Gasho? Because honestly, there's I do watch anime. I do watch movies and film, and it doesn't mean that the main character will be people's favorite all the times. And I like background characters as well. I honestly like uh, the background character from the first anime that I watched, and yeah, it's rated 18G. Honestly, is the only character that don't do the dawn scene, and yeah, that character at the end of the day feels upset about it and as well sad about it. I mean, that's the moment I want to just be there for that background characters. I mean, you're in love with someone in secret, but you cannot tell it. But when you find out about the person you um, on crush on, do the done things with the other characters. When you found out about that, that's when you decided that you not in a really aggressive way, but it just still keep it in the respectful way. And I'm not gonna talk about who exactly the name of that character in the anime I watch, or as well. Yeah, you're allowed to say that in the comment section, but yeah, I guess you if you know that animes, you know who that is. And honestly, and liking a background character for those some people who find it a weird way, but for me, I think it's a normal thing. I mean, come on, most people really want to focus on other character as well. I mean, there's episode for TV series for a reason, and they need to give the background characters the spotlight they deserve. And yeah, anyway, this episodes, I'm I'm glad that Cinnamon's got a keyboard. I don't know Cinnamon start with a keyboard. Honestly, I don't know. And then just a little bit, just start and learn from the basic, and then we get to the dancing that quickly. I mean, Hontomi, really. I mean, it would be so here. But who knows? What's gonna coming up next? I mean, I have a feeling about this. We are going to get to the point that maybe it's longer than the volume 2 of NEKOPARA now. I mean, I like when the game length. It could be much longer when the volume 2 of NEKOPARA. When I'm playing the games, I feel disappointed because there's so many questions that I really want to ask. They could have added more. And it's just honestly sad to see that way, but hopefully in volume 3 I have good feeling about this. We can get the same game length as the volume 1 or maybe longer than that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I don't know if I can say that I like this episode. But yeah, we've been through another Adonsin. This is the third Adonsin so far. In volume 1, as I remember, we've been through 4 Adonsin. In the volume 2, we've been through 3. And now, volume 3, I don't know. It could be more than that. So yeah, next episode we will be knowing whether a Neko or P is something. I'm gonna guess it's Neko or Paradise. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. So, who is a narrator in this episode?